I have 4 o'clock. Could I call this meeting to order? Could I have a motion to approve the agenda?
Make a motion to approve agenda.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Let's stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, do we have any public comment?
Cindy Van Fossen. Jan Norris was here a few weeks ago when I was here to discuss the carbon pipeline and eminent domain, and she correctly stated that she thought it would be high on the list of priorities for next year's elections, and also during the legislative session in January. And I'm here to speak on another item I believe will run neck to neck with that issue, and that is with the land rights, and that's property tax reform. And you guys went to ISAC, and I'm sure they talked about it there. If we're being honest, the reason property taxes have increased to the point of being such a burden for property owners is because our local government entities have failed to police their spending. The Iowans for Tax Relief conducted a survey of likely general election voters that proved voters are serious in their pushback on increasing taxes year after year. Among the solutions suggested are constitutional amendments to protect against income tax hikes and limits on property tax increases. And I'm going to pass out I went online and got the copy of the poll so you could see what their results were. And this was done September 22nd and 23rd. And I also included some of the increases for the past 2 years. So I'm going to give those to you.
Thank you.
Oops, thank you.
Sorry. County finances are not presented nor discussed during open meetings. And to tell you the truth, I don't believe there is sufficient oversight throughout the budget year by the supervisors. And there are several budget accounts where budget askings are just slightly increased each year without a thorough explanation and review. What I'm asking, again, is that you as supervisors begin a thorough review of all county employee positions and all county expenditures to find any and all ways for Page County taxpayers to keep more of the money they've earned in their own family budget to use as they see fit. They've worked hard for it, and it is their money. So that's what I'm asking you to do, is to begin reviewing every single position in the county and every single expenditure to see if there's some way you can tighten the belt a little bit and help out the property tax owners. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Jan?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, good afternoon. I'm Jan Norris from West Township in Montgomery County. Last week, ISAC sent a letter to all the board chairs in Iowa requesting financial support for an amicus brief in the Shelby County ordinance case. The ISAC board feels the question before the U.S. Supreme Court has the potential to impact all counties nationwide, so they voted to weigh in with the court. The case centers on whether local setback and other zoning ordinances constitute federally preempted safety standards, or if the local zoning ordinances constitute permissible land use controls. Their letter includes a 4-page case summary from Tim Whipple with Allers and Cooney. The amicus brief being filed on behalf of the ISAC membership makes an argument that highlights the importance of local control. Having several strong briefs in support of a Supreme Court petition is viewed as a factor improving a case's chance of being accepted. ISAC asks you to consider a contribution of only $500 or more to help cover the total costs of $25,000. This seems like a bargain to help retain local control in the future. Bear in mind, this amicus brief is specific to the issue, not the project, and it is a way to demonstrate how important it is to Page County to retain their ability to decide what's best for us here on a local level. Contributions are requested no later than November 21st, so I respectfully request that you add this to next week's agenda. If you'd like to know more, ISAC is hosting a webinar on the subject tomorrow, Wednesday, October 29th at 1 p.m. Look for an email to register and get the link to join so you can learn more about this important opportunity. And we are still waiting for the ruling from the district court judge on whether he will remand the summit request back to the IUC. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. Let me know if you want to know more. Thank you.
Hey, Jan, just real quick, I think on that webinar tomorrow, it's recorded, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes?
Do you still, I don't know if you still have to register to see the recording, or will we be able to pull the recording up at a different time or of our
I talked to
choosing?
someone, I visited with someone who had talked to ISAC, and they were told that the recording will be posted on their website.
Okay. On the ISAC, ISAC
Usually
website?
on the ISAC website.
Okay.
ISAC website under, I think, meeting replays or something like that.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Jan.
Uh-huh.
And we did, Kristen just gave me the letter that was dated October 20th, so that's something we need to visit with, and I would like to refer this to our county attorney, if that's okay with you guys.
Okay.
To see, and then and you can be thinking about it, whether you want to commit $500 of county money for that.
Okay.
Okay, is there any other public comment? Okay, we'll move on to the engineer update.
Good afternoon, J.D. King, Page County Engineer. It's a fine day in Page County if you're a duck. It will affect our operations. The blades are out. We're hauling rock with trucks, and we're sweetening up or putting a little more rock on the connector routes that was done several years ago. We're mowing brush with a skid steer down on J64. They started in the east and they're over by Northborough now. We had a couple mowers out yesterday, probably not today. And the pipe crew was working on cleaning up the bridge, the field entrance bridge off of D Avenue that was demolished over previous week. So we basically picked up all the wood stringers and deck and getting ready for, going to put in a couple twin pipe because the headroom's not very large when it dries up.
That's on J20?
D Avenue.
D Avenue, okay.
And we've been in contact with the landowner that caused the bridge to fail.
All right, okay.
We're continuing with our winter service of plow trucks in the shop. We got a dozen tires in last week. We're gonna get another dozen tires in this week. And then a couple motor graders. Or one motor grader has a fuel and emissions problem, another one's regular service. And one of our tandems has a fuel leak. We've moved it to Omaha. Last week was a week that saw a bunch of things get completed that have been in the works for a while. The abutment repair on the O Avenue Bridge over Snake Creek on the Stanton Road concrete was placed in the walls on Thursday. It was open to traffic Saturday morning, mid-morning. We're doing crack filling. They were working yesterday and finished up yesterday. The bridge on J20 that had the truck crash on it, west of Bethesda, the concrete wing post was placed, and the guardrail guys came in and erected that guardrail. Painted centerline markings on J20, M41, and J64. M41 also has white edge lines because there's no shoulder there. I thought this behavior like this was done 20 years ago, but there was theft of our bridge rail on 180th Street and H Avenue, where some malcontents unbolted the bridge rail and probably taken it away for scrap to get some money for illicit products. And it's been 20 years since, well,
Do we turn that in on insurance then, or how does that?
we, according to our carrier, that's infrastructure, and we don't have insurance that covers that.
Oh, okay.
We are, the sheriff asked for an estimate of replacement. We'd do the same kind of thing we did down on J64, run some Thri-Beam down the bridge rail. But it's, it'll take some figuring out how to do it. You know, we'll need posts, because they've taken the posts away. We have scheduled the staff to some Service Bureau training in Atlantic on Thursday. On Friday, there's a Board of Adjustment meeting at 9 o'clock. And then sometime soon, probably next week, weather dependent, we'll start working on the bridge on Redwood Avenue near 180th Street. It's a bridge over the Neely Branch, same kind of problem as the Snake Creek Bridge has, with piling on both ends that are severely corroded. So we'll work underneath the bridge for a week or two, and then close the bridge to drill holes in the deck and pour concrete just like we did on the Snake Creek Bridge, except the detour won't be quite as easy. But we're sorting that out. But there'll be a closure for several days to cure that concrete. Questions for me about the update?
So you have to order a new bridge rail? then,
Yes,
And all the posts, because those were also stolen,
correct.
yeah. And I understand they were they didn't finish on the one side, they got one side,
Well,
The rails, but-
there's 7 posts on the one side and a full complement, well, not a full complement, but they only stole 2 or 3 on the north side. But the south side,
they got them all.
The rail on both sides or just the one side?
well, the rail was unbolted, but we recovered it to our shop,
Oh,
Oh, you got that, the rail?
some of it.
Some of it,
Some of it was just unbolted and placed down on the curb.
like they were gonna come back again, maybe.
It's a head scratcher.
No, no cameras with, homes close by or anything?
No.
Okay.
It's out in the country.
Well, too bad.
Please.
So what's our policy when we do a road closure, notifying the neighbors and everybody that, is there something, you put signs up, do you notify any of the neighbors, people that use it daily?
When I do fog seals, I take a news release to all the residents that live along the stretch of road that's being closed. A normal closure, like for pipe, we do roadwork notification using the Service Bureau tool that sends it out via email. And there's a whole mass of people on that subscription list. I also contact the 2 radio stations and the the Valley News or the Southwest Iowa News or whatever name they're calling themselves this month about posting it on their website. So that's how I work with the public about road closures.
Is there a way you can put up a sign that says road closed November 16th through the whatever, you know, at each intersection, north and south?
No, we haven't. I'd like to buy a dynamic message sign would be nice.
Something that knows people that, hey, next week, 2 weeks, whatever, this road's
Right,
gonna be
and I
closed.
talk about closures at this meeting.
What's that?
I talk about closures, anticipated closures at this meeting. So if people,
Right.
listen to
Not everybody listens to
your meetings.
the meetings, yeah. A lot more used to, but they don't anymore.
They'd probably steal that message board if we had that.
So anyway, I just wondered if there was some way to notify people that travel up and down the road, like a sign, like, oh, I see a sign today, and say, oh, it's gonna be closed in 2 weeks, so they kind of prepare their schedule around that, especially if it's gonna be a long detour.
Yeah, I don't know what those I mean, I know the DOT has those, you see them, I know like 59, they had that for a while before it was gonna be closed for the wind thing, and so, but I don't know, I'm guessing those are pretty pricey message boards.
Yeah, maybe we could get them with safety money in.
Yeah, I don't know if you get a safety grant for that or not.
There are some on Facebook too, some notifications, I know. Yesterday when I went to Maryville, one of the roads was closed. Was it J64 down there? Anyway, it said it on Highway 71 and I was confused. But then when I got to the road, I saw that they had a flag person there, so.
Right,
Yeah.
if it's there would be signs along 71 when our crews or the contract crews are at the end of J64 because they can't stack them up
Yeah,
on the road.
yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, JD.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay. Okay, Mid-American Energy, John, I saw you were here somewhere.
I'm here. Hello,
There you
hello.
are. Hi.
Right.
Well, we've only got 3 wind turbines left to be topped off yet. We were hoping to get that done by Friday, but there have been some delays with some shipments and things like that. So it's looking like those will actually get topped off next week. Also, kind of along that same note, I told you there was one more big delivery, which was a transformer to the substation. That also got delayed, so that'll happen within the next week still yet. Should only be 1 crane crossing left, so that's good news. We're starting to energize some circuits, so it won't be long till you start seeing some of these start spinning. My understanding is that process is going to kind of work west to east, sort of like the construction of the project overall. There will be a little bit of a difference you can notice with the lights on the turbines, just because right now they have the temporary lighting that Todd asked about a couple weeks ago. Now there'll be, I think that it's just like a steady light, and then they will actually be flashing lights, so there's nothing to be alarmed about when that happens. That's just that means they're starting to go online. But like I told you, we've been working on trying to get ADLS, aircraft detection lighting system, to get those turned off unless there's a plane within 3 nautical miles. The trouble is that there are still delays with the FAA and the federal agencies. Well, there were already delays before the shutdown, frankly, but of course the shutdown itself has caused us some issues. So still working on that, but we were hoping to have that done a little bit sooner. It's just out of our hands. So what questions do you have for me today?
Is that temporary lighting, is that from the ground up? Is that how those are illuminated? Because I've just been noticing, I have not seen lights up at the top of them, per se, lit up.
I'm not sure if they're at the top or bottom. I just know they're just steady, right? Did you go by at night? And see
No,
what
I
they
just can
kinda
see it
look
from
like?
my house, and I was looking at them and I
I
was
got
like,
you.
I mean, obviously there's no red blinking lights on them
Mm-hmm.
yet, but I didn't know if the lights were coming from the bottom up, like shooting up from the base, or, because I didn't see any lights at the top.
I'm not sure, actually. I was going to drive by there after, when I was down there in person, but it wasn't quite dark yet. So I still had a couple hours till sunset to go look at what it looked like.
We can,
But, yeah, I'm just kind of going off of what our folks told me.
yep, well, we can check that out Thursday,
Yeah,
maybe, discuss that.
sure. Yeah, looking forward to that.
Otherwise, I haven't heard anything, so that's always good.
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly. Anything, Brian?
Nope.
Nope. I haven't heard anything either, so guess we're okay.
And I did get Kelsey's email on the smaller turbines, with the correct paperwork stuff. I guess I've lost what the word.
I know what
is.
you're talking about.
I'm
Yeah,
trying to think
just
of the
which
word.
ones are placed where.
Yeah. Yep. So
Yeah,
the permits, I guess, the building permits for those. Yep. So I appreciate her
Gotcha.
sending those to me. So
I think we all got them, maybe.
okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's good.
good. Very good.
Okay.
Alrighty. Well, see Todd Thursday,
Yep.
but the rest of you, talk to you next week.
Sounds good. Thanks, John.
Thanks, John.
Thank you.
Okay, board communication. Sorry, I didn't know about Carmen last week either.
I saw.
Surprise.
I saw them. They're having a retirement party
Friday.
or something for
Well, on Friday, yeah.
Friday. Yep.
Yep. It was a
Well, I was glad I was
surprise.
right for something for once.
Well, I couldn't email you and say
No.
anything to
No.
you, so anyway, yes. But
Yep, I
she
saw
said
that.
she'd been really busy trying to clean out stuff that she didn't realize she'd accumulated so much, so
Oh, yeah.
anyway. So Carmen will be retiring, Carmen Clark, and Friday there will be an open house for her, 8:30 to 11, I believe, at the Public Health Building. I had a wellness meeting today. I'm going to watch a couple Zoom things this week. One's on opioid, and then I think the other one is the one Jan was talking about that I had signed up for, so anyway.
I'll
Anybody
probably have
else?
to catch that on the recorded version, but
They're real good about putting them on ISAC's
Yeah.
website. Have we heard anything from ISAC about them when they're gonna come, Kristen? No? Okay. Okay.
I don't really have anything except the meeting with John Thursday.
Right, okay.
After work, gonna go down, look around things.
Okay. Tour with John. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, all right, our next item is meeting minutes from October, what is today? 21st?
Yep, from the 21st.
Yep, I hear a motion to approve.
Make a motion, we approve the minutes as stated.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Okay, nothing else? We will, have a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, 4:23.